I got to try the new Mario Wonder, or is it Super Mario? I don't know. It's one of the two. It'll be in the title. So the only downside that I had to this was the lady who runs the GameStop that I tried it at. She was not letting us take video. There was a bunch of us there. This is happening across America at Target and GameStop. I know a lot of people wanted a demo on the Switch. I think they're leery of that because people can get into the code and, you know, see what else is in the game there. So I am going to go out later on today. If I can find another place that has the demo and I can take video, I'll make another video. So I did take some notes. I'm going to talk about the notes. I really had a lot of fun. It is definitely a whole lot better than, in my mind, the new Super Mario Brothers series that ran from 1901 to 2012. So I'm glad to see that that's gone. The thing that I noticed the first off the bat is how awesomely colorful it is, and how it being so colorful as it is, it doesn't clash. It really, everything works together. I can't believe they got so many colors into this game and it just all works together. Maybe they have worked on this the last 11 years because it has been 11 years since a 2D Mario has come out. That's actually the first note that I have here. The next note I have, lots of fun. Oh, okay. So I already talked about that. The other thing that I wanted to see is I have seen the transformation of the elephant in different trailers, which obviously I'm running in the background or in the foreground here. It is probably the most significant power-up I think that I've ever had in Mario, other than when you can become super, like the super big Mario in New Mario Brothers. And I think there was a version of that in Mario Maker. Maybe both 1 and 2. I only remember it being in 2. And you might have actually had to have the amiibo for that function. I think you had to have the amiibo for that function. The transformation's a little weird, but other than that, it's really functional. And because Mario's been what? A raccoon, a tanuki, a frog, a cat. What else? I mean, just many different things. And this one feels like the most significant. I don't know what else to say about it. When you play, you kind of understand what I'm talking about. Another thing, along kind of the lines of the color, is the backgrounds are absolutely phenomenal. They're like so amazing. They're not going to be in all levels, but I remember like I think the first actual level, the vistas were absolutely incredible. I know they would have loved to have probably done this in Super Mario World. They just didn't have the memory to do it. They didn't have the power from the SNES to do it. But wow, absolutely phenomenal. Now, I will have to say this. Some of the levels were way too short. Way too short. I don't mind short levels, but it was just like, that's it. But that was, I only played 2 levels or 3. Two levels. I watched 3 levels. I watched somebody else. Is it a Super Mario World contender? I have that written down here. It's too early in it to see it, and honestly, nostalgia is probably going to win on this one, so I'm going to say no. If you haven't seen my Mario tier list, I will put it up in the corner. I did one a couple days ago. Dice. All right. Controls. Controls were phenomenal. One of the reasons I did like Super Mario 64 just because of where it was in my life. I know I wanted to talk about some of this stuff in my channel, is the feelings that you have kind of behind the games, where you were at that point in your life. And I was in high school, and it was just, I don't know, it was that perfect time to have that game come out. Now, was it my favorite Mario? Do I really like 3D Marios all that much? Not a lot. But the one thing I hated about that game was the controls were just terrible. They were just so bad, especially on the one level that I'm thinking of the most is there. You got to slide down that ice ramp and get to the bottom. The controls on that made it just terrible. So I wrote down the controls are absolutely amazing. So just on point. It's great. I loved it. All right. The overworld. Wrote that down as well. The overworld, I really like how you can kind of just go to whatever levels there are within that overworld. And it doesn't have the Super Mario 3, SMB 3 effect where if you get a game over, well, maybe if you do get a game over, it starts over. I don't know. Nobody did. But you got to start all over again. So if you're on level, world 1 and you die on world 1-7, you got to start all over again. Well, I don't think that's going to be the case in this series, or this game. So I really like that a lot. Multiple, it seems to me, I didn't see it 100%, but it seemed to me that there is multiple exits in this game, kind of like Super Mario World, which I really appreciate. I'd like the added whatever that you get in Super Mario World with finding the keys. There was a couple where you flew under the goal ribbon, and there was one behind it. It seems to me that that game is going to have some of it in it. As far as the power-ups go, I noticed a couple, but the one that I actually thought was really awesome was the spin top. That was the second level I played. I was like, wow. I mean, that is a really functional one. And along those lines, in that level that I'm thinking of, there's these like flower looking things that you have to rescue out of blocks in different areas, like shatter blocks. I don't 100% know what those things do. And there's another thing, there's these coins that are shaped in a flower, like a flower, and they have, I think they all have the number 10 on them. I don't know what those do. I've never been really into collecting all the coins in a level. If you need it to get to something, then I'll do it. If you don't, whatever. And actually, I think that's it. That's what I noticed. I only got to play for maybe 10 minutes or so, maybe 12, 13 minutes. It was less than 15. Wasn't allowed to take video. I am going to be on the other side of town tonight. I think if I am, there's a Target that's really busy over there. I'm gonna see if they have it, the demo. If they do, I'm gonna try to take video of that, and I will make another video based on that. I don't think I'm going to be able to play much more than I did, but you just never know. Anyway, comments. Have you gotten to try, the demo? Let me know down below. As many people comment. And that's it. I really had a lot of fun. I don't know that it's contender for S level, Super Mario World, but it was definitely a lot of fun. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video.